Hello, good afternoon. I'm Gabby Golmay and this is ISTV News. First, the headlines. Overflowing Nambu River's banks breach at two places in Samurao areas. Villages, fish farms, paddy field flooded. Villagers enrage over department's lackadaisical response. Now the news in detail. Despite IFCD Minister Ngam Thang Hau gives instructions to his staffs, including the engineers, to remain on high alert as the water levels in the rivers were above danger mark and floods are likely to occur anywhere, anytime, staffs of the same department were not available even to pick up the phone, leave alone their physical presence at the affected areas. Meanwhile, the banks of overflowing Nambu River were breached at two places at Samurao Maning Laikai and Wangoi Mamang Laikai areas around 9 p.m. last night, inundating vast areas of fish farms and paddy fields. As the water from the river incessantly flows out through the breach, people of the area are worried as the flood water may reach the nearby villages. Though the villagers have successfully mended the breach and blocked the flow of water at one place, they have not been able to fix the other one. A villager said that even though the Nambu River has breached and flooded vast areas and people are suffering, none of the IFC department staff has come so far to the flooded areas and inspected the situation. When the riverbanks gave away last night, the villagers rang up the helpline numbers 0385 245 1550 and 0385 245 0195 repeatedly to seek help from the department, but nobody picked up the phone, though it rang full length. Later, the villagers rushed to the office and were given some empty cement bags and a few bamboo mats. No other help from the department has been received, the villager said. As the strong flow of water cannot be stopped till now, more than 4,000 paris of paddy fields and nearly 1,000 paris of fish farms have been inundated, causing huge loss of properties worth several crores of rupees. President of Samurao Youth Union Club, Ningthauzam Birjit, said that the IFCD minister cannot keep his own words. Though he has said that there are enough materials to control flood, none of the department staff has come to oversee the villagers' attempts to control the flood. If he cannot keep his words, it would be better not to say anything in public.
Akhoi department IFCD department deki ngarang akhoi pung mapan da satsarubuda makhoi bora khara lei adi akhoi paglong mari manga lei adu akhoi di kasu kano leite khote akhoi na di pau da kano number ga haidana any akhoi disaster thorganda kano torga pau bibiru na akhoi na biganda mobile je akhoi no connection no connection aduna akhoi yangwara adi khudak ta satna unar kanda makhoi akhoi posai ju khaji karim ta pirak tere bora khraga phochet bari manga khak pire hauji phau da khoi ne am pendri je go mela meleri ana ngarang tere khai pau da phau da FCT ki honorable minister na athu da pau pidiu hairaga hauji phau da pau piraba ngarang numidang pung mapan ta bau da pau pirga da hauji phau da lak je khoi yamna thamoi sokna nungai jete masi khoi gi manipur sing da gi wakhal lama khanjai.
While continuing the movement for ILP system, it should be properly led in the right direction. If it is seen as driving away the non-Manipuris, it will be wrong. This was stated by MLA of Wangkai Assembly Constituency Y. Irabot at a function of Freshers Meet held at the LMS Law College today. MLA of Wangjing Tentha, P. Brojan and Principal of the college, Salatu Raman, were also the main guests at the function. Those who spoke at the function expressed their views that if people understand law, it will be very helpful in launching a movement. As people don't know law and their rights, they fail to get opportunities that they ought to get. The students of law need to work hard to make legal career. MLA Irabot further said that in education it is necessary to have adequate number of teachers and complete infrastructure. It is imperative that joint efforts are made to correct the many mistakes that prevail in the state. MLA Irabot said he further lamented that those concerned give one or the other pretext, while replying to question raised in the assembly to arrest the drug dealers.
지금 막 영영영을 사자가 지금 파트너 내기가 지금 거자가 아무나 very limited fishing staff is city truly limited. 마비 이 심마비 guideline 내기도 폴리 모두 요금은 되고 somehow manageable or more the situation that 마비 faculty 동안다 그 마케팅 스페셜라이즈 하고 보다 신고하고 프로페셔널 already 보자면은 영원히 강력하게 아주 비용 나거든. 나도 왜 그래 신고 막하게 education 지나서 양 왕걸가 그레이드 들어간다. 앞서 그레이드 들어가서 어디에 5-year course 그게 마당이 강조들에 맞나 양도 스리트 레디션시 디비 시로간 3-year LLB course.
Deputy Chief Minister Gai Khangam today said that as the people of Manipur are gradually losing faith in the security forces, he is also beginning to lose trust in the state security forces himself. Gai Khangam, who is holding the portfolio of Home Minister, said this at the valedictory function of the 2-day sensitization program on human rights of indigenous people, an ILP held at Manipur University under the aegis of the Center for Human Rights and Duties Education, Manipur University. Vice Chancellor, Manipur University Professor H.N.K. Sharma, Coordinator of the Center, Dr. Suresh Kumar, Registrar MU Professor M. Lokendra, President of All Manipur Bar Association, Kaide Mani, etc. were the main guests. In connection with the occasion, Dr. Suresh Kumar said the 2-day sensitization program on human rights is very significant in the state. The program is organized with an objective of protecting human rights that seem to be continuously deprived of, he said. Advocate Kaidemani said, "It is very important that everyone knows his or her own right to life." Deputy Chief Minister Gai Khangam said, considering the fact that the state security forces are frequently acting in a manner that is bereft of social discipline toward the public, and also people's allegations that they carry out extrajudicial killings while giving evidences for the same, and that the people are losing faith in the security forces, he also gets suspicious of their activities.
I department by Jawan Singapore, on concern Kadra. I head home by the music contra, Hensel Jenatam. Karantova, Adira, Miss the head over, civil population, just done and over, Adira, very toppers, fake encounter, I head complete, Amaka. That was the last incident.
He further appealed to Sharmila not to continue her fast in demand of removal of AFSPA. The government is looking into the matter seriously. As the law and order situation in the state is not conducive, the act remains enforced, he said.
In the meantime, all stakeholders, all groups,
Now let's have a look at the national and international news. In a major escalation, Pakistani troops on Saturday indulged in heavy unprovoked shelling and firing on 22 border outposts and 13 villages, killing 2 civilians and injuring 6 others, including a BSF Jawan along the international border in Jammu sector. Over 3,000 people living in border hamlets have been evacuated to safe areas under a contingency plan enforced today after the latest ceasefire violation by Pakistan soon after midnight, targeting the entire border belt of Arnia and RS Pura as well as Hamirpur subsector in Poonch. In Assam, a day curfew has been relaxed in Gorgat district for 12 hours from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. DIG Pradeep Saloy said that no untoward incident has been reported during the last 60 hours. Additional security forces have been deployed at disturbed areas at Assam-Nagaland border. All Assam Students' Union is staging dharna today demanding salutation of border problems and rehabilitation of displaced people of Golaghat. Meanwhile, people have condemned the killing of a schoolgirl in Chirang district by a band outfit. The band outfit alleged that the girl was a police informer and acting on her tip-off. Security forces killed 6 militants on Tuesday. Senior police officials said that the girl was not an informer at all, but a friend of the deceased girl provided information to security forces to carry out the operation. India's ambitious Mars orbiter mission was just 9 million kilometers away from the red planet, Indian Space Research Organization said today. Mars orbiter mission MOM is just 9 million kilometers away from Mars and 189 million kilometers away from the Earth. 33 more days to Mars, ISRO said in its social networking site. Early this month, ISRO scientists ruled out trajectory correction maneuver originally planned for August as the spacecraft was on track. The Supreme Court today dismissed a petition seeking the postponement of the Union Public Service Commission (UPSC) preliminary examination scheduled to take place on Sunday. While refusing to reschedule the exam, a bench headed by Justice Jagdish Singh Kehar said 9 lakh students are ready to appear in the exam and it cannot be postponed. In an apparent retaliation to the booing of Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren at an event on Thursday in presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, workers of his party, the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, today showed black flags to Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomar as he arrived at the Ranchi airport. Upset over the heckling, Mr. Soren had called the incident a rape of the democratic system and had demanded a public apology from Prime Minister Modi. His party had threatened to protest against any central minister's visit to the state. Nanpith Award-winning literature U.R. Anantamurthy has passed away in a Bangalore hospital on Friday. He was 81. He was critically ill till Friday afternoon. The 81-year-old titan of Kannada literature, who was admitted to Manipal Hospital, Bangalore, was suffering from multi-organ failure. Born on December 21, 1932 in Melige, a tiny hamlet near Tirthahalli Taluk of Simoga district, Udupi, Rasgo Palacharya Anantamurthy was the 6th of the 8 Nanpith awardees from Karnataka. He was presented with the award in 1994 in recognition of the body of his work. Padma Bhushan Award winner Anantamurthy was a finalist for the Man Booker Prize in 2013. India's first indigenous stealth anti-submarine warfare corvette INS Kamorta was inducted into the Indian Navy on Saturday by Defence Minister Arun Jaitley. The ship, which is first in a series of 4 planned corvettes, was commissioned at the Naval Dockyard in Visakhapatnam on Saturday morning. Before we end, the headline once again. Overflowing Nambu River's banks breach at 2 places in Samurao areas. Villages, fish farms, paddy fields flooded. Villagers enrage over departments. Lackadaisical response. That's all we have for now. We'll be back with more updates.